Hi, my name is Dr. Dharm Sidhu, and I have my friend here today.
I'm Adrienne Wood.
I'm a naturopathic doctor in Nova Scotia,
Yes.
and I'm in Vancouver. So I want to talk about family today. The reason why is, as a naturopathic doctor, as I discovered that emotions are a cause of family dynamics are a cause of people's health issues. I started to try to bring it up with people, try to help them break it down. And there were a lot of walls that kept coming up with what happens to people around these issues. And I know you've addressed this, like you've really gone through deconstructing your blocks and also teaching this now in Nova Scotia, the multi-generational issue, family issues. So I figured you could kind of give us all some pointers with what's going on here with family.
Yeah.
So to start with, what is our perception of family generally in North America? Like generally, you can speak from being what are you, third, fourth generation Canadian, something like that?
No, like seventh or eighth now.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is the
Yeah.
perception of family you've had before you started this work?
Well, that family is everything. Family is
Okay.
the most important thing, like full stop. The family are the most important people in your life. Blood is everything. Blood is thicker than, other bonds. You bend over backwards for your family, you sacrifice for your family, you protect your family at all costs. You would die for your family, you would kill for your family, if it meant protecting them,
Yes.
yeah, like
Yes.
yeah, family um is everything here.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what is it that you had learned from your own journey of health and emotions, and that you recognize, well, I'm going to have to feel about the family dynamics? What got you there? What is it you discovered?
Well, I mean, it wasn't any one thing, but I guess I started to recognize how much pain I had inside of me, like not
Ah,
just physical pain, but this kind of like existential pain, like and recognizing how that pain was showing up in my life, like in my relationships and in the dynamics and um just as little issues. I wasn't happy in a lot of
yeah.
situations, and neither were the other people really, but everybody was kind of glossing it over and making it seem like it was fine, but it really wasn't fine. So I started to wake up to this pain inside of me that I had no idea where it really came from, because I don't have any big T traumas, as
Yeah.
Gabor Mate likes to say. Like, and not that I'm aware of, at least. Like, I was never abused or violently. I've never had a major catastrophe really happen to me. So, but I was full of this pain. So I was like, well, where's this pain coming from? Because it's real, it's there. I'm not
Yes.
making it up, but there's no
Yes.
real good reason for it. So
Right.
I started to, really start to reflect about, well, where is this pain coming from?
Okay.
And my journey led me to my family, not my
Yes.
family, the beliefs that I absorbed from my family or created based on my environment growing up.
Okay. Okay.
That those are and continue to be a source of a lot of my pain. Not my family, but the beliefs that
Okay.
I now hold inside of me.
Which your family were part of generating or upholding, creating, suppressing, denying, like all of that.
Yeah,
And yes.
certainly, what I've learned is that there's been a lot of beliefs that I've absorbed
Yeah,
from my family. The belief that everything is, family is everything.
that's a belief
But then
system.
there
Yeah.
are beliefs that I have created myself based on my family environment growing up.
Right. Wow,
So,
you've done a lot of
so
reflection on this. You've
yeah,
uncovered
so
many things.
it's not just what I've absorbed, it's what I've also created.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So there's something about you recognizing this pain inside of you, and that, to be honest, no one's happy, but we're glossing it over, we are pretending we are. And then there's something about you wanting to know, where is this pain coming from? I got to do something with this pain, and where is it coming from? And that got you into unpacking all of this
Yeah.
system. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we're looking at family dynamics, aren't we being victims? Aren't we blaming others? That's some one of the blocks I see coming from patients I'm trying to work with.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so. I think it's actually almost the opposite. You
Okay.
know, I think we can, if we stay, like, it's very easy to stay in a victim type place and blame other people for our problems, which that's what most of us are doing.
Yes, that's true.
Um, that's what I was doing. I wasn't really conscious that I was doing it, but I
Exactly.
was, I was a victim to all of this.
Yeah.
And, but when I started to recognize that the pain is from the beliefs that I've absorbed and created myself, and that the beliefs came from my environment, and they were a product of my, partly my family,
Yeah.
um, but they're now my beliefs. They're my beliefs now,
Yes. Yes.
and they're mine to deal with. I feel like that's more of an empowering place because now I
Right.
can do something about it. I like, these are mine, they're in me. It doesn't really matter how they got there. They're
Yeah.
in me now, and now
Yeah.
it's my sole responsibility to deal with them. Nobody else can deal with them. So I think it's quite the opposite. I think it's a very empowering place to recognize
Yes.
that.
Yes. And that there's something I can do. And
But
I
it's
might.
different, but like it's not blaming my family. It's just acknowledging where it came from. There's a big
Yeah,
difference, I believe, in acknowledging versus
that's right.
blame.
That's right. So, because part of this journey is about now having to remember events, in which case you're remembering certain events where it could be something as simple as your mom's checked out physically. She's not in a body. I'm talking about myself now.
Mhm.
You're kind of checked out. You're kind of in anxiety and fear. You're numb, and that now the child has to remember that that caused the child pain that the child
Mhm.
now has to process and remember. That's
Mhm.
where I find some issues that come up with, like, now I have to remember what
Mhm.
happened when. So what is your approach to, like, do we need to remember? Why do we need to remember? What's the benefit of it?
Well, I like we have to get these beliefs out of us. To me, it almost it feels like a scavenger hunt sometimes of like,
Right.
recognizing this, a behavior or an action that I'm taking in my life or something that I'm thinking, or it's that a dynamic that's playing out in my life that I can trace back to a belief
Right.
in my soul
Right.
that is not loving and it's not truthful. And then it's like, for me, I'm like, okay, well, now I found the belief and now I
Yeah.
want to get rid of it. Like, well,
Yeah.
like, it's like pulling a thorn that's been embedded,
Yes.
in a foot for so long. Like, yeah, it's going to hurt taking it out, but I want to take it out because
And the
then my
process.
body can heal. And to me, like, you know, this is me in this moment right now. It's harder when the pain is actually coming
Yes.
up. I'm like, let's just feel the pain. Like, let's do this.
Yeah. 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 I'd always
So,
admired that about you. You have that tenacity. It's a gift. I have a different approach and different blocks I have to work through to get it, but
right.
it's always been a relief that, goodness, everyone has a gift somewhere that helps them get through it. It's like, that's amazing. And so when we are going back to removing the belief, we have to remember events. And in that moment, we have to process the event emotionally. And a
Mhm.
belief is also an emotion. So that's the process of forgiving, right? Like, that's when you're forgiving um, who created the damage, basically.
Yeah, I mean, from what I understand about forgiveness, forgiveness is really just the willingness to feel all of the unjust things that have happened to us.
And letting it go. Right.
And
Right.
and for me, like, forgiveness is just like the thing that happens when we feel through our pain, when we're fully willing to feel through the pain and the memories, and that it's like forgiveness is just automatically on the other side of that.
Yes.
To me, it's like not even something that I I strive for. Like I want to, I now want to talk to God about that and work through that, but it feels like a very natural thing that just happens if we're willing to go through the pain.
If you removed all the blocks, because I have to work through all the block through all of the stages. If you work through the block, it kind of just unravel and just it's like an organic piece. It just takes you right
Yeah.
through.
Like that's where you're going to land if
Yeah.
you surrender to the process.
And that takes a bit of work, which, we'll talk about that in the upcoming videos about all the different blocks we can have. And we have to address the blocks as we go.
Yeah.
So how about one other thing I hear is, aren't we making a big deal of stuff that's already happened?
I I don't think so. I've definitely had that projected at me for sure,
Yes,
like by
yes,
immediate family members
yes,
of like the past is in the past. What are you making a big deal about?
yeah,
But for me, it's not in the past. It's fully
yes,
it's present. It's in our body. It's in our soul. It's playing out
yes,
every moment, like in every day. Some of
yes.
these wounds, they are not in the past. They are right here, and we're just ignoring them a lot of the time.
There you go. And in the
So
process of ignoring, we're creating pain
yeah.
for others, for people around us that we care about,
Yeah.
people that have nothing to do with it, people that are innocent. This is
Yeah.
basically how and why we're hurting each other. Like our
Yeah.
parents hadn't forgiven their circumstance, so then they hurt us in the process. It's like it just keeps going on, like it's a pattern,
Yeah.
just keeps
Yeah.
getting passed on. Ah, okay. And how about this one belief? My mom and dad did their best. Why do I need to see that they messed up or even were abusers? Like, why do I
Yeah.
need to go there? Can I not just do that?
I know. I love that one.
But children are having that towards me, and I'm like, no, could you please don't? Could you please?
uh, it's such a it's such a
Uh,
nicer place to feel to be. Oh, they did
yes,
the best they could, but the thing is, like our parents did unloving things.
yeah,
They did. We do unloving things. We
yeah.
all are doing unloving things, and if we continue to minimize that or not really address it, we're going to just keep doing it.
I'm
So
gonna keep doing it. That's a really good motivation.
yeah, so for me, I'm like, I don't really even care so much about like their intentions or like what they, if they were doing the best they can or not. That's all kind of irrelevant.
Yeah,
It was the things that happened there. I mean, there were some loving things that happened, sure, but the things that are causing my problems, were from a place of not love and not truth. And that's all that really matters is like finding those errors
right.
and how they've impacted me and what I've absorbed and what I continue to act out and
Yeah.
deal with that.
Okay.
It's like a distraction I find to say
Yeah.
like, oh, they did the best they could. It
Yes.
doesn't help me get anywhere. So there's no
Okay.
progression in that.
So there's like you have a dedication of I've pain inside of me. It is now my responsibility because that's a whole process in itself where we
Yeah.
go, somebody else caused this pain. Why am I the one having to
Yeah.
go through it? There's a lot of process I had to get to go, well, it's now all mine. It's not
Yeah.
fair, but it's now mine. Only I can, with a lot of help from God and guides, only I can now be willing to go through it.
Yeah.
It's mine now, my responsibility.
Yeah.
So I find that your desire for that, like I'm in pain, I got to get rid of it. Only I can do it in my willingness. It's probably driving you to keep digging and digging and digging and wherever it takes you. If a
Yeah.
parent end up, if you end up changing how you see your parent, going, well, that was unloving. Well, it is what it is.
It's kind of like it's a moot point, kind of like they did the best they can. It doesn't really matter because
Yeah,
it's the same analogy of like, I tripped and ended up punching you in the face as I tripped.
right.
I didn't mean to do it, but you still got punched in the face and you still have a black eye now.
Yeah,
So it
yeah,
doesn't really matter how it happened. it
Yeah,
happened, and now you have to deal with a black eye. So
that's right. And you have to forgive what happened. Well, I
yeah.
found that in with my kids, there's some issues in which they have forgiven me. And in the
Mhm.
process of me accepting responsibility, I can feel like I don't deserve to be forgiven. Like I can't demand it. I really see my role in that. But they chose to forgive me. And the sweetness of that forgiveness is such a soothing balm for the parent. So I try to tell my patients that you're going to truly forgive your parent, and that is love for the parent.
Yeah,
That is love coming from the kids, and
yeah,
knowing that I don't deserve it, that I have truly done wrong, and to be forgiven, it is such a gift. So I try to encourage people like in the process of forgiving your parents, you're actually going to be loving them, which is what
yeah.
you think you're doing when you say they did their best. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, that, and I was going to come circle back to that because that's what I've found. Not that I've worked through all of my mommy and daddy issues,
yeah,
but the ones that I have worked through, I I am a far I have far more capacity to love them and have actual compassion for them now
yeah,
that I've worked through some of this stuff
right.
than I ever did before.
Yeah.
How I felt to them before was like fake,
It was,
essentially.
yeah,
It
exactly.
wasn't real. But now that when I've worked through some of this pain, worked through some of these beliefs, and released some of this stuff out of me, yeah, it's like it's more real. I can actually love them in certain scenarios,
And you
not
really
all.
see them as who they
Yeah,
really are, and you accept them as who they really are.
yeah, yeah,
And that's it's a more beautiful place to get to from somebody on
yeah.
the receiving end of it.
Yeah.
And
And
then,
again, it's just like a natural thing that happens.
yes,
Again, it's part of that organic process that I didn't have to try to
yes,
understand my parents more or try to have more compassion for them. I just
right.
do as a product of doing the work.
Instead of trying to reframe and
Yeah.
okay. I like that there's already an organic system in place that God has created for us that we have stepped away from, and we're creating this artificial system that always breaks down.
Yeah.
But there's already a system in place and it's going to take you through it. So
Yeah.
that's a beautiful discovery in itself.
Yeah.
Another one I usually hear is probably my own issue right now too is why do I need to sensitize to the pain? I feel it was no big deal. I accepted it. I forgave my parents. Like, yeah, okay. That like for me, I'm like, well, I'm just another one of billion Indian girls. We're all Indian girls. We all get treated like that. It's fine. It's okay. Moving on. Why do I need to sensitize to the pain? Because there's a journey of sensitizing to pain, which
Yeah.
is probably the most shocking experience so far is like, why is this so painful? Like, what
Yeah.
is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think it's a similar answer to one of the questions you asked earlier of what like the past is in the past.
right,
It's not, this like we need to sensitize ourselves to the pain because the pain is actually here,
right,
even if we're not aware of it. It's here,
right,
it's in our body, it's causing damage in our body every moment, and
right,
it's causing damage in our lives every moment. Like the pain is here, but we're just like not looking at it.
right.
So
So
it
not
doesn't
really
matter.
sensitizing as much as you're actually accepting the reality of what it really is.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I like see that's a good reframe. It's a reframe, but it's like, wait a minute, I'm not sensitizing, I'm just not dulling it. I just stop numbing and you're experiencing what is really there,
yeah.
what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like denying, stop denying that it's there. Oh
And it
man, we're
can't
so good at
move.
denying.
It can't flow until you fully embrace it for what it is. And the
Yeah.
point is to let the emotion flow because then things are moving.
Yeah.
It's what I find. Once the emotions are flowing, whether it's the one you caused or the one done to you, once it's flowing, it's on its way. Now that's my perspective of Daisy organic process is already on its way.
Yeah.
But the I call it sensitizing to pain, is who brings up quite a few blocks to work through.
Yeah.
And then my last question, another one I always hear is, I've already done the work. I've done the counseling, I've done the therapy, I've done the ayahuasca, I've done the shaman journey, I've done the medicine work.
Yeah.
Why do I need to go back?
I know I hear this one too. And then I'm like, well, is your health perfect?
Right.
No. Is your life perfect? Mm, well, then you haven't done it. It's not like the proof is in
No.
the pudding.
Yes.
If you're not in perfect health and you're not completely happy in your relationships and in your desires and with what you're doing in your life,
Yeah.
well, then you haven't done it yet. It's not done yet.
Okay.
It's like that might sound harsh, but
No, that's actually reality. Like
yeah.
this reality of my health is still like for myself, I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. So that makes me a beautiful lab for emotions and pain. And I have all kind of pains and stuff. And this year, in embracing anger, uh, for the first time in my life, so I've had pain every day. I'm probably at about 70% less pain. And I never thought while I'm alive I would ever get to that. Because this is a genetic condition, which means I've inherited false
Mhm.
beliefs. And it's like, no, the pain has changed. Something is gone.
Yeah, like you might still have the condition, but
Yes,
your experience of the condition is changing.
change. Now,
Yeah.
if I live long enough, I would like to be able to experience how we can actually reverse the genetic condition by
Mm.
removing the false belief that the genetic condition represent. You mute.
I'm,
Sorry.
yeah, sorry. My dog is
Oh,
barking.
yeah,
Sorry.
got it. So I'm hopeful to be able to demonstrate that the Ehlers-Danlos is like I can probably someday feel it in my body going, it's gone. The genetic condition is gone. So that's an exciting project some people can get into if they want to. It's going to take a lot, like I said, if I live long enough to get there. That's quite a bit of work to go through.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be very, very cool experiment to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered quite a few things here today, and then we'll do more upcoming videos in breaking down the specific family issues and what it means and what are the blocks. We'll probably cover that as we keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. I love talking
Thank,
about the family stuff.
thank you. Thank you. This is amazing.